Hey Brett, I thought it would be good to show you what your book looks like using CreateSpace's previewer. So where I'm at is CreateSpace, and this is your dashboard, so you should be able to get there fairly easily. Um, Interrupted by my dog. Okay, so I'm going to click on New Title. Now you don't want to publish. All we're doing is looking at um, what the book looks like. So you just have to add a few very basic things. Um, where these asterisks are. Okay. And I don't know if they changed this. Project type. Okay, paperback. Okay, so you need to add a few very basic things like it's in English. Primary author is Donald Duck. No offense. English. Save and continue. Like all we're doing is this. I'm gonna just free ISBN. And this isn't required, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Just going to go to next. Okay, this is where we need to be. So we're going to choose a different file size, and this is formatted for 7.5 by 9.25. And I may have said it differently in the video, but this is the size. So I'm going to click on that, and then we're going to save. We're going to upload. Browse, and we're going to go ahead and upload the Word version of the proof. It looks a lot better than the PDF. Now the first time you save it, it's going to take a minute. I'm going to go shut my door real quick. But this looks a lot better as far as placing the words on the page the way it would look in a book, and it also identifies some errors in the manuscript that needs to be addressed, principally the images. And I know that you said that most of your images are placeholders, and CreateSpace is letting us know that the images will not print. So a couple of errors come up. There's also some errors like I think there were 6 errors in it. It's going to do an automated print check, and that's the errors I'm referring to. I think some of those are just not a big deal at all, and most of them have to do with your images. So I usually kick back with a cup of coffee while this thing is loading up. Okay, so on my computer, it took about 3 or 4 minutes for this thing to load and check. I paused the video recorder so you didn't just sit and look at me for 3 minutes. But it took about 3 to 5 minutes for this thing to download, and I have a fairly good computer. But I'm going to go ahead and launch the interior reviewer. You might need to update your flash in order to see that. And it'll take us to a very good approximation of the book. Better than PDF. Okay, so you're going to see a couple of little errors. Some of this, the text is outside the margins. Don't worry about that. There's actually no text. It's just that the margins are kind of off just a little bit in the programming. And so that's okay. I mean, as you can see, there's nothing there. You see placeholder text. You see all this stuff doesn't really matter that much. But then you get to this first image, and I believe that's a placeholder image. And if you click on it, it tells us it's only 170 dpi. It needs to be 300 in order for it to look its best. Now, it will print, technically speaking, at 170, but it might not look very good. I believe it's a placeholder, though. So you see out here, there's accidentally a comment I didn't remove before I sent this to the before I saved it, so it's just saying that this comment is off the page, and that doesn't matter because we're removing it anyway. Now, I just wanted to show you what this looks like and show you a couple of issues. But as you can see, it looks really good. I mean, this dark part is where the binding is, and like I said, when you're holding the book open, it has that little hump from the binding, and then right on the edge of it's going to be our text. So right on the edge, you can see you have the text right outside of this shaded area. And you can see here it's telling us with these little exclamation points, I can't speak today, that it's only 163 and this one is 184. They need to be 300, so we need to fix that. And you can see your header is right there at the top. That's exactly where it needs to be. And the primary thing I need you to look at is, do you like this edge here? I mean, I think that's beautiful. It looks a lot better than it did in PDF, right? I mean, this is the way it's going to look like in the book, and there's not all that extra stuff. So I'm going to come over here. This image looks like it's okay. Probably need captions, so let me know what you want to do about that. If we work with this in Google Docs, all this pretty stuff's going to go away, and I'm going to need to redo it. So please, let's just work with this from now on. Main thing I want you to see is your poetry. See if that stuff works. Now, I didn't remove the comments because we need to see them. So maybe by the time you get this video, I will have them gone. So just look and see if you like the way this looks on the text, on the page. Anyway, that's that.